Hello, I'm live in here in the PZTV studio. Welcome on in. I'm Beth Hanner. You guys know the drill. I'm linking up all of the platforms. If you are just hopping on, we are definitely going to have an exciting show. I have it planned up my sleeve for you right now. So we're going to talk a lot about vanilla. Vanilla is the word on the street today. That is our behind the scent. I want you guys to do me a favor. If you are new to Pink Zebra, new to us, new to me, whatever that embraces, I want you to give me a hashtag newbie. I'd love to hear from you if you are new. I'm getting Facebook to go right now, so give us just a second. It looks like I'm already on there. How about it? Hi, Lisa. Good to see you today. Yes, hashtag newbie. If you haven't seen this before, I kind of want to know. I want to know who's hanging with me and then some. So welcome on in. It's definitely a great day here. We were talking at the very beginning. I was talking with my IT guy about football. If you are a football follower, the Texans won last night. I know, sorry to any Steelers fans, but it was kind of exciting. So definitely some non-PZ talk, right? Definitely fun stuff. So let me know what is happening, how you're doing in the chat as you're tuning in. Lots of exciting stuff. Yesterday, there were a ton of you that took advantage of that Scent Flirt promo. So, go Broncos. We're going to have a little, I see that, a little camaraderie in the chat. If you took advantage of that Scent Flirt promotion, it was incredible. It's still going on. We're going to talk a little bit about that probably as always like we do. Today, though, the focus is definitely vanilla. So you're great. You got a bag. Awesome. Hi, Cheryl. Good to see you. Hi, Elma. If you were with me last year in 2025, Amy, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Lynn. If you were with me in 2025, then we started something that was called Behind the Scent, right? Behind the Scent was a kind of like we took time and we focused on a fragrance and we elaborated on it a little bit, right? And so today we're actually I'm really excited because we're going to bring back the Behind the Scent that we haven't done since last year, right? So today we're going to talk about vanilla and everything that it encompasses, vanilla and then some. And then I'm going to give you some really great blends that blend with vanilla and kind of, weave in and then some. I got to tell you guys though, before we get started, will vanilla come in a bag? Which one, Stacy? Which one? I was standing here and I was looking at all of my fragrances because I have all of these fragrances lined out, right? I have tons of fragrance in here in the studio. Hi, Morgan. Good to see you. And I started writing down more recipes. I was like, that would go good with this and this would, and then I realized what I was doing and I'm like, what am I doing? I'm not live. I need to save all that for you guys. So trust me when I tell you my brain definitely loves vanilla. I have so many ideas on what we could do with vanilla and then some. So I'm going to give you all the things. Hashtag newbie. Hi, Carrie. Good to see you today. All right. I got to raise my cameras up a bit. Definitely. Yes, absolutely. Cherry BOMB, anything coming to replace it? So that is a very bright cherry fragrance. Maybe somebody that is in the comments can help with that question. Nothing that is spot on similar to that, but a lot of other cherry fragrances. What do you guys think? Well, you know what we love? French vanilla. Yes, I do know that, Miss Cassie. I do. I've got lots of ideas and such for that as well. I'm doing great. So stay tuned. French vanilla is a signature fragrance. So so definitely, I know I've laid that one out pretty heavy. It's just stay tuned, right? It's coming. We're just waiting. Patient. Be patient. Hi, Sandy. How are you? Good to see you. Hi, Deb. Definitely good to see you. All right, so who we are, Pink Zebra Home, your one-stop shop for everything home fragrance. That's who we are. I'm Beth. I'm going to get started talking about vanilla, and if you guys have questions, I want you to just pop them in the comments. That's what we do here on these lives. So if you have anything you want me to see blended, trust me, I have all of the things, right? All of the things to blend and then some. All right. So here's your history. I'm going to give you more of this probably tomorrow as well, and maybe a little bit, hi Veronica, a little bit on Friday. We're going to do a deep dive into this. So like I said, this started last year, the Behind the Scent did. We took a fragrance and we talked about it. We talked about what it's good to blend with it and kind of where it came from. And I know I learned a lot. For example, we talked about coconut last year, was one of my absolute favorites. Hi Belinda, hi Stephanie. Coconut is a favorite of mine, and I learned some fun facts about it in the process, that like coconuts float, and they can float like miles and miles and miles, you know, so like stuff like that. That's why I absolutely love let's see here, hold tight just a second. That's why I absolutely love talking about Behind the Scent, because you get the meat of like the fragrance, like you get to really experience what it is. I love it too. I love it too. You look forward to these every day on your lunch hour. Oh, I do too. Like we're just all in this together. I just love it. All right, let's talk about vanilla. Okay, so here's your vanilla. Here's history on vanilla. We've done vanilla before, but vanilla is definitely one that we got to do again. It comes from the orchid, so it comes from a flower, which makes sense. Okay, making sense. Vanilla plenifolia, one of the only orchids in the world that produces something edible, right? Because obviously we know we can eat vanilla. Its story is surprisingly dramatic, right? The origin from where vanilla came from, it's indigenous to Mexico, which when I first heard that about vanilla many years ago, I remember my mother getting many years ago, she's been married almost 50 years, a container of vanilla. She got it as a wedding gift, right? And somebody bought it for her, and it came from Mexico. So that makes sense. When I read that, I was like, oh yeah, like that's exactly where it came from. It first was cultivated by the Teutonic. This is going to test my ability to read some of these words. Later treasured by the Aztecs, who used it to flavor royal cocoa drinks. Okay, we all love your vanilla. I love my vanilla in my coffee. I do. I even like a little bit of vanilla with some soda. Right? Okay. Global expansion. Spain actually brought vanilla to Europe in the 1500s, where it became a luxury ingredient for nobility. Okay. Pollination challenge. Outside of Mexico, vanilla orchids could not be naturally pollinated. Their native bee doesn't exist anywhere else. So vanilla is extra special. How about that? I love it. It's okay, Beth. You love it. It's vanilla sodas. I know. I definitely know. You know, I always buy vanilla whenever I go to Mexico. Yes. And there's a reason, right? There's a reason. So I'm not done. Okay. All right. So it's a time sensitive, time intensive craft. After pollination, each vanilla pod, I love this component, takes 6 months to cure properly, making it one of the most labor-intensive ingredients on the planet. Okay, so this slow, careful creation process makes it a natural symbol of patience, nurturing, and tradition, perfect for the family-themed month. I will tell you, when I smell vanilla, it's also one of those fragrances, hey Josh, that you instantly recognize it. It's also nostalgic, right? It's also comforting. It's also romantic. It's also gourmand. That is why it is like one of the number one fragrance oils in the industry. Vanilla is huge. You see it with so many different things. And like I said, I started blending and I was like, that's fun. We're going to do a thing here. So bear with me today. Okay. Ooh, I know. I love this. I love all of this stuff. All of it. All right. So why is it so loved? Okay. It's also the most, again, universally recognized and comforting scent in the world. Think about where you see vanilla. Obviously, we think instantly, you could think the gourmand, right? You could also think, I think perfume is what I think, because I love to wear vanilla. It's one of the first fragrances that I ever wore as a teenager, as a young girl, almost, and I would even venture to bet most of you in your perfume or in your cologne have vanilla in your cologne or perfume because of this reason, right? It evokes feelings of warmth, safety, and emotional calm. It enhances positive memories and nostalgia, reduces stress. I do too. I love it. Yes. Reduces stress and promotes relaxation. Think about that. That's one of the things that you see a lot in spas, right? Makes environments feel more welcoming and harmonious. Okay. And if fragrances had personalities, it is basically the you can sit here type personality. I know. I love, you know what? And it's so good to know, like, you know, when you purchase this, if you're somebody that is new to the fragrance industry, like I'm just picking up this fragrance right here. This is Luxe Comfort. Today, when we really do a deep dive into all of these fragrances and all of these blends, I'm going to talk about the fact that a lot of, like, there are so many fragrances. Like, as you guys are learning and you're on the website and you're learning about Pink Zebra products and what makes up a fragrance, you're going to notice so many of them have it. They have vanilla in it. So, for example, Luxe Comfort has notes of cashmere vanilla, right? Hence the name, too. Cashmere vanilla. This is why I love it, too. And sandalwood. Creamy sandalwood and sage. Beautiful fragrance, right? A vanilla blend, right? But probably more of a, I would say, a comforting romantic type fragrance, right? Definitely. If you've smelled this before, you know what I'm talking about, and then some. So, all right. Sandy says, yes, it's fun. Hi, Trina. Yay, good. I love it that you love this. Hi, Ann. Good to see you. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Donna. Will you have a board? No. Belinda, you want to write these down. If you're watching from the Book of Faces, Pink Zebra Home is super, super, super awesome about, you know, commenting whenever I give you guys a blend. They'll put it in the comments, whatever it is. Okay, so definitely stick around. All right, the last thing I'm going to give you before we move on is that vanilla actually has it's a safe scent. So, you know, here on at Pink Zebra Home, we are talking about safe scents because that is the buzz in the fragrance industry. Everybody wants to know, is this going to cause me to have a headache? Is it going to cause me to have a reaction? What is it going to do, right? And so vanilla is one of those that typically doesn't do that. And here's why. Because a lot of those scents that are vanilla, and if you feel that vanilla is strong, chances are it's because it's blended with something that is strong. It's not the actual vanilla itself. So vanilla fragrances themselves are softer, smoother, and they have low vitality. They rarely trigger headaches compared to sharp or high intensity notes. Okay, so it doesn't have a strong top-like note or harsh edge. It's very warm. That's why you see it a lot in multiple different ways, right? Especially like my favorite here. We're gonna blend a lot with this one. I actually got extra this because this is the best fragrance there is. I love it. You love my passion for PZ. Sandy, thank you. I do have passion for PZ products. I do. Amber, first note though in this fragrance, this is my favorite, is warm vanilla. Okay, so again, a blended fragrance with amber. Gotta love that one too. All right, so they're headache friendly, they're respiratory friendly. Hi, Taylin. They are sensitive, skin safe. Think about this. You see vanilla products in the baby line, right? In the baby, like all over the infant industry, vanilla lotions, vanilla lavenders, all that. Soothing to kind of calm them. It's basically big in pregnancy. It's one of the gentlest fragrance families that you can spotlight, right? Definitely. That we can actually talk about in general. Overall, bottom line, everybody totally likes vanilla. And if it's not like 100% your jam, chances are blended with something, it is. So I feel a challenge, right? I feel like there's got to be somebody that's on here that's going to say, I don't like vanilla. But trust me, you probably do. Okay. All right. Darlene says, for the simpler, is it still the warmer right now that we're getting? Oh, for Scent Flirt. Yes, Darlene. This is still the freebie when you join Scent Flirt. I talked about this yesterday on the Scent Flirt show. This cute little guy, he is still around. So you guys have been definitely snagging him. So I'm going to talk about him. You know I do, because I always talk about my favorite program that we have. That's okay. It's called Scent Flirt. Yes, we can call it Simple Flirt on the live, but it is Scent Flirt. Yes, definitely. Okay, all right. Let's do some blended because I have so many things to share with you. Like, look at this. I went ham. How many do I have? I don't know if we're gonna get through all these, but listen, I will give them to you. Yes, Scent Flirt is incredible. So I got 4. I got 8. 9, 10, 11. And then there were some more that I kind of tabled up in here. So just saying. So you guys are in for a treat today. All right. First up, I'm going to give you one. You ordered the green truck. You're going to love it, Melanie. It's gorge. It really is. It's really pretty. It's a perfect color for the upcoming season of, well, St. Patty's Day, right? Definitely. Okay. Pure Serenity. So we're going to blend one of these fragrances. I'm going to take two. I'm going to take three and actually pair it all up together. I'm going to start off with some sea salt vanilla, part of our signature line, probably a perfect way to kind of introduce vanilla as a non-bakery type fragrance, more of a fresh fragrance in this blend here. Sea salt vanilla is one of my favorites. Marine Tides front note followed by sandalwood and orange. All right, so we're going to start with that fragrance, and then I'm going to blend in a little bit of Moment of Calm. Top #1 selling fragrance in 2025. Moment of Calm. Gotta love that one. And then last but not least, we're going to come in strong with XOXO Vanilla. Vanilla bean spun sugar and soft amber. So this actually, so no board today. No board today. However, you have a huge favor to ask. Laura, you can just ask away in the comments. I'm happy to answer. You can't, anything you want to know. All right. So XOXO Vanilla sold out very quickly. I'm not going to lie. It's very pretty. Vanilla bean, spun sugar, and soft amber, high pol are your fragrance notes. So we're going to blend the three of these together. And this is called Pure Serenity. Pure Serenity. Yes, French vanilla is coming back. Just keep checking back on the website. I promise you it is coming back. All right. Pure Serenity. We're going to start off with some sea salt vanilla, 2 scoops of each of these. And then we're going in with that XOXO vanilla. And then last but not least, the Moment of Calm. So Moment of Calm is a really intriguing, hi Tina, welcome on in. I love newbies. Good to see you today. Moment of Calm is a really intriguing fragrance, especially when you pair it up with the vanilla. And I have 2 vanillas that I'm pairing it up with. Front note with this is salted pistachios, followed by a floral, pink jasmine, and then sun-warmed tonka. So definitely a very fun fragrance. So, and it kind of does have, the tonka is what gives it its vanilla caramel-like smell to it. A very warm fragrance, so to speak. So, can I see the Seaside Pottery Accent Shade live? Let me think about if I have it like close by. I might have that close by, Laura. That's incredible. Wow. Pure Serenity, Sea Salt Vanilla, Moment of Calm, and XOXO Vanilla. Fantastic. All right, that's fun. Tina, I love it that you're here today, and I love it that all of you are here today with me, hanging out. You guys are the best part of my day. Trust me, the best. I know. Moment of Calm in multiple formats, my favorite as well, one of my favorites. So definitely ask questions. So I've got some new people that are up in here. If you've never heard of Pink Zebra before, we want to hear from you. You know, how do you fragrance your house? Also, I want to encourage you to give us a follow on whatever platform you're watching us on. We are across multiple every single day. So if you're following us on the Book of Faces, or if you're not, give us a follow over there. Give us a follow on the TikTok. Hey, I know I got a bunch of you up in here. Is this my first blend? Tammy, it is. So it's called Pure Serenity, Moment of Calm, XOXO Vanilla, and a little bit of that sea salt vanilla. Very, very pretty. So definitely give us a follow. And in fact, fun fact, when you guys place an order, you have a chance at one of these. I'm sticking bags in packages today. Just saying. Lots of them. Thank you, Tracy. You're so sweet. Thank you, Rhea, for the gifts. Hi, Brandy. Hi, Heather. How are you? Good to see you. What's up? Hello, Teresa. Good to see you, too. I love it. Alma, how you been? Good to see you. I'm just seeing who's all in the comments, who's hanging out with me today. Josh is here. Tiff's here. I love it. I love it. Hey, Sam, how are you, girl? Good to see you. All right. I won't call nobody else out, but hi. Hi to everyone. Yeah, you're welcome. I can see, so Donna says I'm a new consultant. I am, today, if you place an order, Julie, as always, I always do drops, random drops, no guarantee. So how do you start a membership? I think you're probably asking how to become a consultant. If you're looking to do so, it looks like I've got a bunch of them that are watching right now. They are happy to help you. So all you got to do is just ask for some assistance. But the easiest way to do so would be to head to pinkzebrahome.com. It's $1. $1 to join. Like, why not, right? We're going to leave this XOXO vanilla out, and I'm going to actually take the vanilla and do one of my favorite blends with it. We're going to make a coffee blend. Lot of love. I do think that the love you a latte, don't shoot the messenger here. I think might be sold out, or it might still be available. I'm not 100% sure, but I know a lot of you snagged this up. Fantastic fragrance, a little bit lighter coffee scent. What is the other one I'm looking for? Cinnamon vanilla. Oh, here we go. Okay. A lighter coffee fragrance, notes of cinnamon, sugar, creamy oat milk, and mocha coffee. So definitely a pretty blend. And then we're going to throw in a little bit of this cinnamon spice vanilla air care. My absolute favorite. My favorite. I love it. Definitely. Let's see here. I want to make sure it was sold out. Yeah, I know. Okay, I thought it was. All right. Cinnamon Spice Vanilla Air Care is in. What's nice about the Air Care line too, I do talk about this quite a bit. Anything that says Air Care Plus in it is an odor neutralizer, which means that it takes out the odors that you don't want to smell. At my house, and I know a lot of you can definitely maybe understand where I'm coming from this. We have an old English Bulldog. And so, you know, older dogs come with older fragrances, right? And so there are times when Sport is his name, and he's a hoot. He's 12. But there are times when if he needs a bath, right, or if whatever the situation is going on, putting some of this in my simmer pot that is in the area that he typically frequents, which is pretty much the couch, like. He's not on the couch, but he's kind of in front of the couch and like in the same spot, like all the time because he's old. I'll put this in the simmer pot, or I'll also add this up. I'm a big, huge lover of our diffuser oil. I'm just saying the diffuser oil is incredible. So like doubling up, and even if it's really bad, then I might use some odor eliminating spray. What I love about this exact line, the Air Care Plus line though, is that it does exactly like it's designed to. It's going to take out the fragrances, right? So fantastic. The bags, they're random. Yes, they're always random bags, right? Okay. Alrighty. So you placed an order. What'd you buy? XOXO is sold out. What did you suggest as a substitute? Tina. Let me think on that. So, Love You Latte, Cinnamon Vanilla. You could do just the two of them. So this is Cinnamon Vanilla Latte. You know, your basic vanilla fragrance, like Amaretto Cream would probably be nice in this. I think that would be a nice substitute. It's not a vanilla fragrance. However, do I have Amaretto back here? I don't have it. I would even say... I tell you what, I even think that this oat milk and almond blossom would be nice in it too. Just as you guys are kind of experimenting, so definitely. Do you do all the same scents in your house, or do you do multiple at once? You know, that's a really good question. Thank you for asking that. So I do different, and we encourage you to do different because you can become nose blind if it's the same fragrance in your entire home. So I always suggest doing different fragrances all throughout my house. So I might do something, and I like the feel. Hi, Selena. Good to see you. I like the feel of a different fragrance because my fragrance influences my mood. I don't know about you, but like there might be some day when I come into work before I've even got here and maybe I'm a little stressed out, so I might want to put some stress relief. Fantastic fragrance, by the way. Just saying. Or I might, excuse me for a second, I might want to add something fresh and clean or something bright or something fruity to my bathroom fragrance. I do like to have a tendency to like the bakery. Like, I don't know what happened. Hold on. Excuse me. Blueberry cobbler, for example. The second note is vanilla. Okay, see? So that might be something that I would add to my kitchen, simmer pot, simmering light in there. So I do encourage you to put different fragrances throughout your house. And I'm actually using 3 fragrances to make this blend right now. So fun, right? Vanilla is so calm. You know what? That's a great question too. How do we order? Okay, so I see where you're watching, which I'm super excited that you're here. If you head to pinkzebra.home.com, that's how you go about ordering. So that is where you need to go. I think it says find Fine, Zay. If you go over to pinkzebrahome.com, so just Google pinkzebrahome.com, then you will actually see me live if you go there, and that is where you go to shop. Okay? Definitely. Yes. All right. How many scents can go in one bag? You know what? I think that says Morgan. Morgan, I have done as many as 9. Believe it. 9. That's that movie we talked about. I've done 9 fragrances in one blend before. So there are 12 scoops to a bag. Okay. About approximately. Sometimes I do more. This is a 3.75 ounce bag. When you are looking and shopping from the website, you're going to have 2 different sizes, right? You're not going to find bags like this. They're going to be pink bags. You're also going to find cartons, which is what I'm blending from right here. This is, do you fill bags on live? Yes, I do. I do, except for I don't sell myself, Kayla. You're following the Pink Zebra homepage. So what you need to do is if you see something that you want okay, great question, is that you go to pinkzebrahome.com. Okay. And that is where if you actually head over to pinkzebrahome.com, you'll see me on there. Right. There are people watching from the website right now. You'll also be able to add stuff to cart. Yes, absolutely. So you'll be able to add up, if you do anything over $60 is free shipping. So, definitely there's multiple. So as you're kind of watching, you can watch and shop and such, jot down some of these things that I'm talking about. And I'm also going to talk, so it looks like we do have some new people that are up in here today. I'm going to talk about our Scent Flip program today too, because that's definitely one of my favorites. So we're definitely going to talk about that. If you are a lover of home fragrance or a lover of anything in general, you need Scent Flirt in your life. And there's a free warmer that you get with it when you join right now that is absolutely adorable. Yeah, I don't sell the blended bags. I actually give mine away. I have a whole basket down here that we're going to do. So fun. I like to give them to you guys. How about that? All right, next up, Perfect Proposal. How fun is this one? All right, we're going to bring in that sea salt vanilla again. This is going to be another probably bright, maybe a hair romantic-like fragrance. So I've got sea salt and vanilla. And then I'm going to bring in Coco Loco. I'm going to tell you why here in just a second. One of my absolute faves. And then last but not least, Almond Blossom. All right. So this one, I'm going to tell you right now that I am so pumped for multiple reasons. So I want you guys to you love it that I give them away. I give away a lot. I love giving back to you guys. Listen, so Almond Blossom, okay, this is where my brain went with this fragrance. So if you're learning to blend, this is definitely, is sea salt vanilla beachy? Yes, to answer your question, yes. Okay, but here's where I went with this, okay? So I wanted this to be a little bit of a romantic fragrance, a little bit more on the maybe perfume-like side with a hair of freshness, okay? So here's where I went. So your Almond Blossom has your Almond Blossom front note, followed by coconut and sandalwood. Okay, so coconut, common denominator, okay? Coco Loco also has vanilla, okay? So coconut, tropical vanilla, and citrus, right? And then we're going to pull in some sea salt vanilla, which has notes of marine tides, sandalwood, right? We're pairing those two up, and orange, okay? So all of these together, we also have sea salt vanilla, Coco Loco, orange, okay? Or citrus. So that is kind of how I curated this blend. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's a chef's kiss. This is a beautiful blend. So if you are a lover of coconut and vanilla, which is me, a lot of times my perfumes, today we've been embracing vanilla. If you're just hopping on, we're talking about vanilla. You're hoping, Melanie, fingers crossed. I'll try. I will so try. You signed up for Scent Flirt today. Woohoo! Scent Flirt is so good. And what's coming down pipelines? Good at it. I can't wait. Hi, good to see you. I'm glad you guys are. Look at all those friends I have. Hey, Maggie, what you doing, girl? French vanilla, hopefully soon. Fingers crossed, very, very, very soon. Keep checking back. Keep checking back. Okay, promise. Right? I'm keeping promises. Keep checking back. Perfect Proposal. Next level, amazing. Yes, Anne. I'm gonna tell you right now. This is chef's kiss. Are you making it? Anne is watching over on Facebook. Are you making it too? I'm just curious because I love it when you guys do that. All right. So to answer your question, yes, it's very beachy. The two of these together, what this is going to do, sea salt and vanilla, right? Again, vanilla fragrance. And then your Coco Loco also has a vanilla fragrance. This would be You know, it'd be very fresh and very tropical. And then we're just bringing in this almond blossom with the sandalwood at the end to kind of tie it all in together with that romantic twist to it. So I love it that you're loving it. Looking forward to getting your scent flirt. Yes. Yes. Scent flirt is super good. I'm just saying. So good. They were packing it yesterday and I was like, you're making it? Good. I was out in the warehouse because that's what I do. And that's where, like, it's so fun to go out there. And I go out there and I just am still, after so many years, I'm just intrigued. So I go out there and I feel like I learned. What are these scents? I have Coco Loco, sea salt vanilla, and almond blossom. And I go out there and, this did exactly what I wanted it to do. It's that almond blossom. That is definitely what ties it all in together. Beautiful vanilla fragrance. Thank you for that. Beautiful, beautiful vanilla fragrance right here. Okay. Together, right? A little bit of coconut and warmed it up with the sandalwood. Absolutely fantastic. So, hi, Kimmy. Good to see you today. Hi, Melissa. You made all the blends? Any chance Endless Summer is coming today? Endless Summer. Today, not off the top of my head. So this is Coco Loco, Paul. This is sea salt and vanilla, and then almond blossom. Very, very pretty. Yes, the three of these together. Almond blossom, sea salt, vanilla, Coco Loco. All three of these are definitely ones that you need in your scent arsenal for the spring, summer. Beautiful blenders. Almond blossom actually started off, we launched it Tuesday, so it's been available since Tuesday. It initially came out in a body care line, right? The body care line that we launched back in the fall in our hydrating body wash and our hydrating body oil went over so well that we added it up to the line. So, Barbara, if you go through the comments, what did I name this one? Perfect Proposal. This is called Perfect Proposal. Right in here. Hi, Jen. What's up? How are you guys today? Hi to hi. Definitely. All right. Perfect Proposal. Very good. Very good. I'm going to give you another, like, remember at the beginning I was talking about spa scents? I'm going to give you a spa scent. Okay, but here I go again. So I'm looking at the fragrances that are in this, and this is so fun. So we're going to do this one, and then I'm going to take this down a different road. What do I want to, okay. I am. All right, I know exactly what I'm going to do. Because I want to make it two different ways. We'll just have to name the second one. All right, so first up, I'm pulling in for this one. I told you that I love vanilla, so I have so many different ideas for this one. Oh, we're totally doing this. Okay, Luxe Comfort is what we're going to start off with first. Okay, gorgeous fragrance. Beautiful. All the things. Cashmere vanilla. This is luxurious. Think of sheets, bed sheets, fresh, windows open, creamy sandalwood, and sage. Okay, that's what we're starting off with. And then I'm going to put in the ever so incredible, everybody loves, Relax Lavender Vanilla. Okay, this is definitely nostalgic for many. It smells just fantastic. Lavender you see everywhere in the spa world, everywhere. Okay, so you have notes of lavender blossom, creamy vanilla, second note, right? And whitewoods. That is the two of those combined makes spa comfort. But I have another idea that we're going to, you have a great day too. Hi, Laverne. Is that the same almond blossom? Yes, it is. We actually have two almond blossom. We have one that is just straight almond blossom, and then we have one that is oat milk and almond blossom. So they are different, I will tell you that. The difference is the fragrant notes. All right, more so. Almond blossom has coconut, almond, oat milk, and almond blossom does not. And your tail end is vanilla bean, and your tail end with the other one with almond blossom is sandalwood. So I feel like the almond blossom is more of a self-care, perfume, feminine fragrance, whereas the oat milk and almond blossom has a hair bit of more of a gourmand fragrance, if that helps you. So both very different. But honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, a perfect example, I need to rein in this. I just love vanilla, but it's a perfect example of how you can take vanilla and you can have two different ways. Like you can have two different ways to feature vanilla. So paired up with almond blossom. You order the description box in late December. When will it ship? Kim, that should have shipped by now. Late December. No, No, that would be January. Yes, Pink Zebra Home is correct. I apologize. Yes, it would be by January 25th. So fun fact, so you still have, if you do order your subscription box before the 25th, it will ship out and you will receive the January box very quickly. So like today is what, the 13th, right? So you still have time to get in on the January box, which is really, really good. They were packing it in the warehouse and I was like, what? All right, so this is Spa Comforts, 2 fragrances, Relax Lavender Vanilla and Luxe Comfort. Fantastic blend. We're going to just do equal parts. Anytime I do a blend, I'll always tell you if it's going to have different. Otherwise, just assume it's equal. A lot of times in the wintertime or even in the spring line, but typically it's in the wintertime when we have heavier fragrances such as aspen pine or cinnamon, then I might say, hold your roll, hold your scroll, hold your scoop, right? 1. Only 1, okay? Because you don't want it to take over. I'm excited for you. Yes, that Relax Lavender Vanilla is top tier. Yeah, try mixing it with some Luxe Comfort. Oh, we're going to continue to mix. I'm going to make it one more time too, okay? So right now, I obviously have a nice balance. I'm going to read you my balance. Okay, so this is Spa Comfort, Relax Lavender Vanilla, Luxe Comfort. All right, that's going into the basket. Okay, so right now I have a nice balance of Lavender Blossom, Creamy Vanilla, and White Woods, okay? And then I have the Cashmere Vanilla, Creamy Sandalwood, and Sage to Spa, like that's giving it a spa vibe. And we're gonna rope in some Cashmere Cloud for this one, okay? And the reason I wanted to pair this up was because it has the second note is another vanilla note, and it is Vanilla Shea Butter. Okay, so this is fantastic, and it restocked, and it sold out first. Trust me, incredible. So good. So good. All right, Cashmere Cloud. Amber Bloom, Vanilla Shea Butter, and Moon Milk. All right, we're going to pair up all 3 of these together, and I want to see what it does. Now, listen, your girl here is a sucker for amber, and I'm a sucker for vanilla. Really sucker for amber, so I know I'm gonna love this one. What would you name it? Yes, Cashmere Cloud is, oh, it's so good. All right, so we got Luxe Comfort, okay? Relax, and then Cashmere Cloud. All right, so this is like, we could call this like Beyond the Clouds, In the Clouds, Comforting Clouds. What? This is why I don't name them, and you guys do. Ebony, what's up, girl? How are you? Good to see you. What would you call this one? On Top of the Clouds is fun. Relaxing in the Clouds. See, you name it what you want. I'm not going to give you a name because you know how it takes me forever to come up with them. I'm not good at that. Yes. So it looks like we're getting questions answered over on the Book of Faces. All right, so I want to do what I just did. All I did is I added in a 3rd fragrance, and thank you. And we're going to blend the 3 of these together, and we're going to see what happens. Okay? Hold, please. All right, so we're going to start off with Luxe Comfort. 2 scoops. This is going to be equal parts of everything. 2 scoops of Relax Lavender Vanilla, and I was so excited when Cashmere Cloud came back because it smells like heaven. Heaven. Perfect example. So, hi, Amanda, of the Amber Bloom again, right? Amber Bloom, amber's my favorite, but how taking amber and blending it in with vanilla is always a must, right? So we're going to give this a good shake, and we're going to call this perfection in a bag. This is so good. I love it. Okay, so I love how the lavender is just popping through just perfect with the cashmere, the sandalwood, and the vanilla, and the everything is perfect in this bag. So you guys could call it. That was a bonus recipe. I wasn't planning on doing it. But you see how that works? See how I'm like, And that's what I was doing before the live. I was like, we could do this. And we could do that and see like this back here. Okay, Sunshine Breeze. I did it with this one. For example, Sheer Lily, Airy Clouds, and Vanilla Amber. Another fantastic blend. We probably will have to, a cloud above is cute. Lil, I didn't see you on, girl. What you doing? I love it. Cashmere Calm. I like that too. How are you, Liliana? How are you? Head in the Clouds? Kira. That's good too. My head, that is such a fun one. Yay! Love it. All right. So we're going to throw that bag in there. Somebody's going to get it. You get it. You can name it whatever you wish. All right, now we're going to go into a really good one. This is for those of us romantic people. Are you out there? Are you romantic? For those of us romantic peoples, I have a romantic blend. Oh, shoot. You know what? If you missed out on those fragrances, I do not have the answer for that. I do think that they probably, this is called Evening Stroll. Ooh. All right. So we're going to take in some Date Night, hot seller, by the way. And then I'm going to pull in the best fragrance ever, Amber. Okay. And then I'm going to pull in some Luxe Comfort. So we're going to leave out the Luxe Comfort for this one. I wanted to go, I pull in Amber because anything that has amber in it is my absolute favorite, but for multiple reasons. It mixes beautifully with vanilla. Your front note with this is warm vanilla, sandalwood, and amber musk. And then we're going to pair this up, so those two, with Date Night. Date Night launched on Tuesday. Notes of black raspberry, vanilla, bloom, and mahogany. This is a romantic fragrance. Together, all three of these is going to be a nice, this is going to be like, I would call this like a really romantic, maybe even a hair of a fragrance that like I would want to wear as like a perfume, if that helps you. Something romantic, you're romantic on Valentine's Day. Oh, okay. Well, that's good too. Yes, absolutely. Hi, Kimmy. How are you? Hi, Jean. Good to see you. If you guys are just tuning in, welcome on in today. Your girl here is busy yakking about vanilla because it's my favorite. One of my favorites. Okay? One of my favorites. I have multiple favorites. I say, okay. Vanilla Rose too. Like I said, see? Vanilla Rose. Like vanilla, amber. So we're really tapping into my favorites today. All right, so vanilla is definitely one of those. Can be bakery, right? Definitely. We should maybe do a bakery one so we could kind of tap in. Looks like, nope, the next one is not. I have another romantic one for you next. Next, I have sweet vanilla cherry. Woo! How about that? All right. Yeah, French vanilla is coming back, right? Stay tuned, definitely. That's wonderful. Love it. I'm speaking your language today, and I know, Kara, this is like mysterious. This is everything. Now, I love the Date Night. I'm going to tell you, I do love it. I love it solo, but I really, no blending board today. You got to write them down. I really love this. I love this blended. So Date Night, black, raspberry, vanilla bloom, and mahogany. Only because it's got so many beautiful fragrances going on that it adds so much depth to a fragrance. Can I give you a seductive fragrance? Okay. Woo. I got turned down. This would be one. I would say you could definitely make this a seductive fragrance. What you name it? I'm not good at naming, so you'd have to name it something extra spicy. Date Night. Date Night is wonderful. Yes. All right. Is black raspberry a stronger scent? So that is the actual fragrance note. All right. So let me clarify this. When I read you guys these notes off, see here at the top, it has, if it's kind of hard to see, but it has them listed here. Danielle is, when she's live, she and I are live together. Laura Lee and I are live together. We always talk about how when we read these fragrance notes, this is the order that you typically smell the fragrance in, right? So the front note with this is black raspberry. Okay. I do smell that first, but it's not, this is an even smelling fragrance, meaning I don't feel like it takes over. Any of these fragrance notes actually takes over. It's very balanced when you melt it. Okay. So After Midnight is pretty, like, ooh, I love that. Absolutely. You misheard me. What did I say? Did you misheard me? Oh, it's okay. It's okay. So black raspberry, vanilla bloom, and mahogany. It's a great way for me to explain it, right? All right, so we're just mixing all of that together. But when I talk about pairing up fragrance notes, that's where I'm talking about. Like, cashmere cloud, I gave you an example. Amber bloom, vanilla shea butter, and moon milk. Pink pineapple, fresh pineapple, mango, and coconut. So that is how I typically blend, but not always. Sometimes I might see a couple fragrances and I'm like, this is really off the wall. We're going to try it, and it works. There's no rhyme or reason behind it. Kind of like what I was doing a little bit ago, right? But for the most part, everything that I just gave you, this is really pretty. Evening Stroll, Date Night, which is this one right here, Luxe Comfort, and Amber. If you do anything at all, buy yourself some Amber and have a happy day. trust me, this is absolutely gorgeous. So, so pretty. All right, so we're going to blend with my number one fragrance. My number two is very, very close behind it is Amber. But my number one fragrance that we've ever made, ever, right there, Vanilla Rose. It's perfect how it is, not going to lie. But we're going to blend it with a little bit of this new fragrance that I'm kind of slightly obsessed with for more reasons than one. Cherry Amour. So Cherry Amour came out on last Tuesday, 1 week ago, and it's been selling like really great. You guys are loving it. I want to talk about it. Somebody asked about Cherry at the very beginning. You just ordered Amber. You're going to love it, Sarah. It's so good. We talked about the cherry at the very beginning, about how somebody was searching out a cherry fragrance. This is not going to be what you were searching. You were searching for cherry BOMB. This is very different. And this is also very different than black cherry. And here's why. So your front note with this is just solid cherry, straight cherry. Okay. So it's not a strong one. The second note, you're obsessed with it too, Veronica. I know. Isn't it beautiful? Almond cream. Okay. If you've smelled almond before, it has that, it has a similar vanilla-like smell to it. A little bit, I would say maybe a hair sweeter, and then black vanilla. Okay. So there's a lot going on in this fragrance. I feel like it has a hair of it's kind of intriguing, but a hair of a romantic-like smell to it. Not so much as a gourmand fragrance. So I'm just calling this one Sweet Vanilla Cherry, but it's going to be very romantic. If you're looking for something romantic, if you're looking for something feminine, this is going to be right up your alley. It's definitely, you said, I got my VR yesterday along with Amber, and I blended them with Luxe Comfort as you suggest. Oh, good. Did you love it, Court? I love it when you guys do that. That makes me so happy. Are there any blend bashes that have a majority? So we did have, oh gosh, that's a challenge for me. You would just, yes. So, golly. Okay, let me think on that for a second. That's a tough question right now. So you'd have to kind of creep the website. Yes, Kimo, we're talking about vanilla today and everything that vanilla embraces. So this is called Sweet Vanilla Cherry. So I would say the Valentine one, but it sold out really quickly. Had a lot of vanilla in it. You'd have to look on the website. If you do go to the website, you'll see everything listed. That's the best place to shop. Everything that I'm talking about and everything that I always talk about is the website. Vanilla, the actual Valentine blend bash would have been perfect. Don't be sorry. Heck no. That's what I'm here for. Definitely. Cozy home and flannel blanket. Oh, I know it. I'm telling you. So let's see here. Just making sure I'm not. All right. Is this a cousin to Cherry BOMB? That's cute. That's really cute. Maybe a cousin. I would say maybe a second cousin. It's different. And once you smell it, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's not a bright in your face fruity cherry, but I think that's why I love it. I definitely love it so much. So the two of these together, again, Sweet Vanilla Cherry, try it. It's working for me. It's definitely very pretty. Don't be sorry though. Never sorry. Whew, that is so good. Yes. Yeah, I talked a lot about vanilla. We've been talking about how multiple ways to take it. I haven't done any gourmand vanilla fragrances, so I think that's what I'm going to do next, just kind of off the sleeve of my blouse here. We're just going to do it. Okay, we're going to do a thing here. So here we go. All right. So we've talked a lot about fragrances, like we could take vanilla and make it a romantic fragrance. We can make it a softer fragrance. We can make it a little bit warmer. We can make it perfume. I want to take vanilla and do it exactly as most of us, a lot of us probably anticipate. Blueberry cobbler, okay? Fantastic fragrance. Really, really good stuff. So notes of blueberry, vanilla, and sugar. Good scent right here. Okay, so we're going to take a little bit of this blueberry cobbler. Second note is vanilla. And let me see what we're going to do with this one. Well, I wanted to make it really gourmand. So I know one way I could do it. Okay, so I am a little bit limited right now. I could do, all right, we could do a little bit of this XOXO vanilla. Now, don't shoot the messenger. I know that it's sold out. Okay, but it is really good. Right now, that's what I'm feeling. Okay, so we're going to do that, and then I'm going to throw in a little bit of this cinnamon. Am I going to do that? I'm going to do that. I don't know. Now I'm thinking, would you drink blueberry coffee? All right, I'm going to take it another. All right, I might, I'm going to take it a completely different route. Did you see my wheels turning? They were totally turning just now. Hey, Kara. I was like, what do I want to do there? Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. Okay. So for those, I do too, Donna. Blending is my jam. For those of us that love coffee, for those of us that love cinnamon, sugar, vanilla, blueberry, all of the above, that's exactly. Thank you, Morgan. I was like, what are we going to do with that? Like, all right. Love you and latte. Coffee fragrance lovers. All right. Fantastic. And then XOXO vanilla. All right. XOXO vanilla can be replaced with French vanilla when it returns very quickly. Okay. Messenger here. Just saying. When it returns quickly. I'm not going to tell you when, but because I don't exactly know when. I do know very soon. Very soon. So stay tuned. Okay. So we're going to do blueberry cobbler. Then I'm going to do some Love You a Latte, right? In this blend, it's going to be pretty prominent. The vanilla is because well, obviously because we have XOXO vanilla, but the blueberry also has it in there. All right, and XOXO vanilla, there's some chicken scratch. So if you get this one, you're free to name it whatever you want. Name it, name it, name it. I love coffee fragrances too. You know, when I start to blend coffee fragrances, I'm like, what do I like to drink in my coffee? And I love... well, I'm kind of a seasonal girl. I can pumpkin spice it for about a week, and then I'm done with that. But peppermint, I like peppermint mocha for a little while longer. Vanilla is always my go-to. Anything, I do like mocha, but I'm always like, okay, what can I pair up with that? But vanilla is probably my preference, definitely, for sure. All right, so we're going to see what happens with this. So we're going to do some Love You Latte, okay? Then we're going to do some blueberry cobbler, and then I'm coming in with some XOXO vanilla, right? I want you to think, this is also, we could call this one like coffee blueberry cake, coffee cake. I would say coffee cake, but it has blueberry in it. Coffee blueberry morning. What, the words are hard right now. What would you guys name this one? Coffee vanilla cream, coffee blueberry cream, blueberry donuts and coffee. What do you think? Blueberry coffee cake? All right, I want a little bit more blueberry. All right, so you saw it here. We got to go a little stronger with the blueberry, and then we're going to go into with the other. I wanted it to be a little heavier on the blueberry, even though I knew, because the vanilla in both of these, that's really pretty. Like it a lot. Blueberry coffee creamer, yeah. Yeah, I think this one would be really intriguing when it unfolds too, because this blueberry cobbler is not as in your face as the blueberry waffles. But I think it would have almost like a blueberry cream like smell. Morning blueberry latte. It's very pretty. Yes, definitely a must make. See how that happens? Alrighty, let's continue on. So that was, I wanted to do a gourmand blend with that. All right. We're going to move that aside for now. What you guys thinking? You got any questions about vanilla? Who's a vanilla lover out there? Let me know in the comments. If you are not following too, I want you to give us a follow. Ice Blueberry Latte. Veronica, that's a good name. We could name it that. If you're not following us, give us a follow in the comments. Oh my heavens. What is happening? We've got a guy. I'll tell you what. I don't even know what is happening with this. I got a guy over on a platform that just wants to just pick on me. I just don't even understand it. Hopefully nobody sees his comments. Some people just have to have bad days. Oh, thank you, Pink Zebra. What is his deal? That is just crazy. That guy just is the same bird. He just wants to pick on me. He's not very nice. Danny needs French vanilla. Danny, I'm trying. Yeah, that bald is huge. Listen, I put together the actual list of it today. Oh, so huge. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, there's some mean people. I know. You know what? He's been trolling. If y'all see him, yeah, tell him he's the one that is not nice. He's been trolling for a little while. I'm not exactly sure what his deal is. He's just having bad days. Little does he know that, I'm telling you, that just doesn't get to me. It just really doesn't. When afraid, yeah, don't be afraid. It doesn't get to me. He's going to have to do better than what he says. It's a good thing that I have you guys to hang out with, right? Definitely. Definitely never be afraid to go live. Never, never, never. Yeah, you just ignore him. That is exactly right. But that guy's relentless. That's just interesting. You like warm? Okay. Kara says she likes warm vanillas. Kara, I'm with you, and I'll tell you what, fun fact about a warm vanilla. So any vanilla that we have in the line, even if we just took this one, even though I know it's sold out, XOXO vanilla, and I pair it up with something like what I just did, the Love You Latte, it's going to warm it up, right? So a bakery fragrance is going to warm this up. Or a cinnamon. Cinnamon's always a good go-to. For me, I love anything that has cinnamon. I like a little bit of cinnamon, goes a long way. But yeah, I'm kind of with you. I am a tough cookie. I know. It's just intriguing to me. I wanted to do this, but I'm scared I won't. Laura, you should totally join us. We would love to have you. No way, John. No way. All right, we're going to do a few more blends. I don't know why. I turned down the AC. It is cold here. It's not cold in Texas. It's never cold here. Let's be real. I'm a Midwest girl, but it's colder than usual. We'll say that. And so yesterday, all right, I'm going to give you, let's see here. We might do a few of these tomorrow. We might. Nope. I want to do this one. This one's fun. Okay. So I'm going to pull out 3 fragrances that I do believe, yes. Okay. So this is another one of those fragrances that has a blend of vanilla and coconut. Okay. So we're going to pull this in here, and then I'm going to pull in some oat milk and almond blossom for this one. And I'm going to tell you where I went. I made this one. I didn't even name it. I stood here and wrote this one down right before the live. And then I was like, what am I doing? I need to be talking through this because I was so excited about it. Because I was looking to see what all I had back here, and then that's where my brain went. All right, so I have 3 fragrances. I have cotton and peony, right? First fragrance, right? No vanilla in this, right? But this is going to give it a dash of floral. This is a really nice fragrance. So fresh cotton, okay, a little bit of when I think of cotton, a lot of times too, I also think of vanilla. They're complementary, right? Because I don't know, I think of like vanilla sheets, comforting, all of the above, like homey, welcoming fragrance, so to speak. Sweet pea, very pretty. And then white musk. Okay, that's your cotton and peony. Very pretty fragrance, okay? First, I already get and smell it so much. It smells so good. Coconut and cotton. Front note with this one. Again, vanilla. I got to move a puzzle piece. Hold tight. Hold tight. Some people are just miserable. I know. He just is barking up the wrong tree. I don't get it. Yeah, it's just so crazy. All right, coconut and cotton. Vanilla, coconut, cotton, and herbal lavender. Okay. And then, right, oat milk and almond blossom. Front note, almond blossom, floral. Okay, there's your floral tie-in to this guy. Creamy oat milk and vanilla bean. Guys, all right, are you seeing where I went with this? Are there any questions about how I paired up all of this? Even if he doesn't get, hi Danielle, what you doing? Is it still there because I can? No, he was over on the book Faces Mean. I don't get it. Some people are just not happy. He's having a bad day. Definitely. Little does he know, we write at dawn. I know, you guys are great for that. No, he's choosing the book of faces to be not very kind. You did coconut, they do it to get a reaction. I know. It's crazy, isn't it? You did, so Shanna says, I did coconut and cotton, oat milk and almond, and I named it Blossom and Lace. That's a fun name. I will tell you, naming is just not my thing, but I can blend with the best of them all day long. I'm really pumped about this one. So this one I just pulled out of my sleeve right before we went on live. Okay, so I have here vanilla coconut is your front note, and coconut and cotton and herbal lavender. We're coming in strong with the oat milk and almond blossom, and then this is a very pretty one, cotton and peony. I want you to think like a warm floral. That's actually a perfect way to describe it. When you pair vanilla up it warms it up. It's like a warm floral fragrance, right? Something that you would probably want to put maybe in this would be nice in a bedroom. This would be nice in a living room, somewhere that you want it to just be inviting. Vanilla is such an inviting fragrance. Is Love You a Latte gone? Hi from Kansas. Good to see you. Love You a Latte. Pink Zebra Home. Can you clarify? That makes me so happy. This is Kara. Write this one down. All right, I really want to name this one. Okay, so this is really fun. I think what's really making me happy, making my news happy, is that, like I said, this is a perfect blend. This is a perfect example of taking vanilla and pairing it with the floral and just making amazingness. And I love coconut too. So coconut and cotton, vanilla coconut, cotton, and herbal lavender, right? So you got a lot of floral here and also a lot of vanilla. Fresh cotton, okay, sweet pea, and a musk, and then followed it up with your oat milk and almond blossom. Your almond blossom, your creamy oat milk, and your vanilla bean. Very, very pretty, very comforting fragrance, very pretty. Cotton blooms, love it. Guys, make this one. This is a hot recipe alert. Definitely got to make it. Make it. Definitely. We are going to talk about the Vault Show tomorrow. We're going to talk about jelly beans on the Vault Show on Thursday. I wasn't planning on doing that. Jelly beans. Do you guys like jelly? Speaking of fragrances that have vanilla in them, jelly beans is coming back. I just totally let a cat out of the bag. You might want to come to a Vault Show near you. Just saying, that's your PSA. Victoria says, can I get a bag for my birthday? Oh gosh, I would. Did you place an order today? Make it. This is good. Jelly beans. I knew somebody would be excited. Yes, I just spilled the beans. That's the only one I'm going to share today. I'll probably share more tomorrow. Listen, my friends, this is a huge Vault Show. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. All right. So tomorrow, that is up my sleeve. The Vault Show is Thursday, but I have more surprises up my sleeve for tomorrow. Okay. Come back tomorrow. Come back Thursday. Come hang out with me every day. And definitely make this one. Coconut and cotton and peony, and oat milk and almond blossom. All right. That was fun. All right. So that one was one. Like I said, I wasn't planning on it. I do have a bunch more that we're going to do probably tomorrow. We're going to do some more blending on the show and then some. We're going to continue on talking about vanilla and ways to blend vanilla, because vanilla is one of those fragrances that I feel like as you learn to blend fragrances, having a vanilla fragrance in your scent arsenal, I always talk about your scent arsenal, your scent trunk, whatever you want to call it, is definitely a must. So everybody needs a little bit. What time is the Vault Show? The Vault Show starts at 12 p.m. Central on Thursday, and it is so big. I don't know how many feet these are. Maybe 3? I bet you 3, 6, 9. I bet you I have 15 feet. 15 feet of shelves tomorrow for the Vault Show. Just saying that, well, it's not tomorrow, but we got to put it together tomorrow. Okay. So you definitely want to come back. You definitely want to come back and hang out with me. All right. Thank you, Mary. Mary just congratulated my Texans. I didn't want to probe for pain if I had any Steelers fans on today, but I almost wore my jersey. I'm really excited. But yes, thank you. Thank you for the congratulations on my Texans, because I'm going to tell you right now, I was pretty excited about that game last night. I was. Hello from Mexico, from New Mexico. Hello. Is anyone brand new? You know what? I'm not going to go anywhere. You guys are fun. I'm going to stick around for a little while longer. Let's make some more blends. Is anyone brand new to Pink Zebra? Why are you sad? Don't be sad. Rock and Roll Fizz, Casey. You're sad because you're a Steeler? Okay. I get what you're saying. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It was a good game, though. It was definitely that Texans. I could talk football, but this is Pink Zebra, so we'll leave it not football. But just saying, that Texans defense, my friends, they mean business. All right, I'm gonna give you another one. How about that? Because Steelers fans here. Oh, sorry, Sarah. I'm sorry, Steelers. Oh, look at us. You need it. They didn't deserve that win last night. Texans have a defense. Yes, they do. You're exactly correct. They are very fun. Yes. You have Danielle Hunter. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. They didn't, you're so right about that. That's my husband too. That's exactly what he keeps saying over and over. So, I'm not new, but I did just hit. Oh, congratulations, Chris. That's exciting. Super exciting. I love it. All right. I'm going to bring you another vanilla fragrance. Like I said, I didn't want to hang up yet. I didn't want to hang up the phone with y'all. So stick around. I'm going to make a few more. All right, Berries and Bows. I know this is sold out, but I know a lot of you have it. I wanted to make a recipe with it. This was Danielle's favorite fragrance from the show last Tuesday, and it has vanilla at the very end of it. So I thought we would pull it in. So in case you have some of this, I think Pinktastic. Yeah, absolutely. Pinktastic would be a perfect swap out for Berries and Bows. So fair enough. I gave you this. If you have Berries and Bows, that's what the recipe calls for it. If you do not pull in Pinktastic, it's not going to have your vanilla is the only thing. But it would be a nice swap out. All right. So we're going to take Berries and Bows. This is a 2-part fragrance recipe and Moment of Calm. I have notes of salted pistachios, pink jasmine, and sun-warmed tonka. Let's see. What do you use this product with? Okay, Catherine, welcome first and foremost. Second of all, what I'm doing is I'm actually blending wax melts. All right, so these are soft soy wax melts that we make right here in the heart of Sugar Land, Texas. Okay, made out in our warehouse. You can blend them to customize your own fragrance, kind of like what I'm doing here. But as you can see, they look like little pieces of candy, right? Okay, really fun, really intriguing, packed full of fragrance, non-toxic as well. So if you have a wax warmer in your house, you can use this product in your wax warmer. We also sell a variety of home products, decor pieces as well. Yes, we also have oils. Thank you for that. So it looks like Jen's got you. Yes, Jen's got you for sure. So lots of good stuff that we do here at Pink Zebra Home. So if you use Pinktastic, would you add a scoop of vanilla? You could. You could. Let me think on that, what I would have you replace that with. Let me make it first, and then we'll go from there. All right, so we have 2 fragrances. This is going to be more of a feminine floral fragrance. I'm kind of on to that right now. Very floral and vanilla. So we're going to go in with a couple scoops of Berries and Bows and a couple scoops of Moment of Calm. This is equal parts. So what makes us so unique, as you can see in the comments, is the ability to customize your own fragrance. That's what we're known for here at Pink Zebra Home, okay? That's perfect right there, right how it is. A lot of love for that one. You know what I would say? If you want to add in, if you use Pinktastic, add in a little bit of this Luxe Comfort to that, and that would be perfection, actually, with the sandalwood, and that would be very pretty. I kind of want to do that now. You have Pinktastic? Oh, yeah. Pinktastic's good. This Berries and Bows, though, is definitely a great seller. Fun fact, if you were a part of Scent-Flirt on Tuesday, I am going to talk about Scent-Flirt, too. Let's do that, too. If you were a part of Scent-Flirt, then you had access. Another perk to being a part of Scent-Flirt. Who doesn't love Scent-Flirt? I love Scent-Flirt. It's my favorite. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, so we are calling this one 2 fragrances. This is Moment of Calm and Berries and Bows. This is Vanilla Jasmine here. Vanilla Jasmine. All right, Scent-Flirt is our monthly subscription. So if you're watching right now and you're like, what is this girl talking about? I love home fragrance. I like things to smell good. I like a great deal. Well, then you have reached the point in the live when I'm going to tell you all the things about Scent-Flirt, because I always have to tell you guys about Scent-Flirt. All right, so Scent-Flirt is our monthly subscription box that we have here at Pink Zebra Home. In fact, look at this. Okay? Look at that guy right there. All right, so it comes in this box to you every single month. It's a monthly subscription program that we have here. Once you've been a part of this program for 6 months, then you lock in a 5% discount on all home fragrances. Hi, Tiff. All home fragrance products, right? Fun, okay? And I lock in exclusive shopping, Cool Kids Club, right? Once I join, then I get to shop things that not everybody gets to shop, right? I have access to those items. What comes in this box? So you ask. all kinds of fun stuff. Things, and I actually did this unboxing of the last month on yesterday's show. So in case you want to watch that, you can. But you might see everything. You're definitely going to see sprinkles. You're going to see oils sometimes. You're going to see all kinds of exclusive formatted products. Sometimes things that may not come out, but just are exclusive to Scent Flirt. Body lotion spray, dish soap cleaner, all kinds of ways to fragrance your home with our product, which is what I love about Scent Flirt. Now, here's the good part. Lean in, because this guy right here is yours. When you join Scent Flirt, you get him right now for free. For free! You get him for free. So all you got to do is just head on over and join Scent Flirt. Do a 6-month subscription. Where do you go to do so? pinkzebrahome.com is where you need to go. And once you do it has to be a 6-month subscription. Hi, Kelly. You get this guy for free. This is a little gnome, Simmer P-O-T. Absolutely adorable. We love gnomes here at Pink Zebra Home. One of many available that we've had over the years. So definitely don't snooze on this deal. The Scent Flirt that's coming down the pipeline, I've seen it. You don't want to miss it. It's like she just keeps getting, Danielle curates those. And it's kind of like it takes the thinking out of it for you, right? Once we have, when you sign up for that box, I mean, my mom's a great example of that. This next blend is really good. Okay, this is another one that I did just standing here. We're going to blend in some really pretty ones. My mom had said to me that, being a part of Scent Flirt is great for multiple reasons, because it keeps her always supplied with fragrance. Plus, it challenges her to step out of her comfort zone when it comes to scents. Where is Moment of Calm? Did I put it behind me? Sure did. Okay, so you get a variety of products. If you sign up today, and you do a 6-month subscription, it's gonna cost you around $35 plus some change. So around 37, give or take, 38 maybe. And that gives you your first month, plus you get that cute little leprechaun, plus anything and everything that I've been talking about today. Okay, you get 5% discount. Who doesn't love that? I love that. I wanted, it's a great discount, right? So definitely all the reason. All right, so that is Scent Flirt. Amber, we're going to start off with some amber, right? I'm going to put in some amber in this one. Warm vanilla, front fragrance, sandalwood, and amber musk, okay? Then we're going to pull in some almond blossom, coconut, and sandalwood. And then I'm going to pull in some Moment of Calm, which is the salted pistachios, pink jasmine, and sunwarm tonka. I'm going to tell you right now that I'm calling it. This is hot recipe alert. I stood here and put this together like 5 minutes before the live. Hi, Kathy. If you are a lover of vanilla, a lover of amber, a lover of comforting fragrances, this is going to be right up your jam. Do you get the 5% right away? Yes, you do. If you join a 6-month, yes, you lock it in immediately. How fun's that? It's cool, right? Definitely. Great question. Great question. All right, we're going to come in with Moment of Calm to start. This is going to be equal parts. Then 2 scoops of amber. And then last but not least, I'm coming in with 2 scoops of the almond blossom. Yeah, I was like, forgot the last one. All right, I got a couple more romantic blends for you guys. We're going to do another blend of, you got a bag? Which one did you get? That's awesome. Yes. That is like, sometimes fragrances, like I have to rein it in. Like sometimes I smell them, I'm like, whoa. This is amazing. All right, and it's because it's that amber. I'm telling you, it smells wonderful. All right, amber, almond blossom, and a Moment of Calm all the way around the horn. Absolutely wonderful. So if you are needing it, you'd have to name this one. I don't know what we would want to name it. Like, it's definitely a must make. Love it. Yes, Deb, on every order. Love it, love it, love it. Love it, love it. Thank you for letting me know. Let's see here. Making sure I'm not missing out. Let's see here. All righty. All right. All right. Okay. Hi, Kathy. Good to see you. All right. Okay. How many times do you have to change your wax? That's a great question, Shayna. So We test our products here at Pink Zebra Home. We actually have a shout out to those of you that test for us. Thank you for that. We have a group of consultants that test our fragrances before they even hit the sales floor. We test over the course of 3 8-hour days for a total of 24 hours. So 8 hours each day, right? And we test to make sure that the fragrance is going to throw, meaning you can smell it from 20 feet away. Okay. Do you like the fragrance is another question. You know, is it something that you would use in your home? Does it last, right? So all of that, it's all ranked on the amount of, on a scale from 1 to 10. And that's your criteria, right? So it has to pass all of those. So all of that being said, Shayna, is how often do I change mine? Depends on how often I have my warmers on, which is all the time. Okay. So I would say and I also like it strong, about every other day is what I do. But I know a lot of other people don't do that as often. So some of you, you know, I mean, because that would be over the course of roughly 3 days. Or that's actually 2 days, technically, if I do every other day. So that's actually lasting longer than it's designed. Initially, your initial design is 24 hours. It has to last at minimum before it hits the sales floor. So hopefully that helps you. Blossoming moments. Yay! Yep, you change every 7 days. See? Yeah, absolutely. Yes, same. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Oh, I love it. Yeah. And so sometimes certain fragrances, I will say that they last me a lot longer. So it depends on the fragrance. I would say on average, though, I definitely do. That last blend is over the top. Yay! Sherry just blended this and said this is over the top. Sherry, what would we call this one? I just pulled this one out of the thin air. This was a definitely one that I just did right before the live. I love it that you love it. I do. All right. Next up, I'm going to do one more here that I've got. This is Romantic Vanilla. This is just a blend of 2 fantastic fragrances. I've been using this Luxe Comfort a lot today. We're going to use Luxe Comfort for this next one and Vanilla Rose, okay? My absolute favorite. The reason I wanted to pair the 2 of these together, obviously another vanilla. We've been talking a lot about vanilla today. I love it that I can change my fragrance with any mood changes. Yes, I know. Isn't it good? Moment of calming amber blooms. I love it. Yeah, I love it. You would love to be a tester. Oh. So we do have criteria. If you're a part of the Pink Zebra community, that's going to be the first thing. And the second thing is I do believe that you need to be a pink sapphire in order to do so. So definitely stay tuned for that, for sure. So Whispers of Blossom, love that too. All right, so this is going to be romantic. Somebody was asking me for a romantic smell. Here you go. This is going to be right up your alley. Definitely romantic. All right, we're going to come in strong. We're going to start off with some Luxe Comfort for this one. I'm going to just do a couple scoops of that, and then I'm coming in with some Vanilla Rose. Definitely a must. Definitely. All right. Oh, I love, you know what? I used this Vanilla Rose. If you haven't seen it too, Pink Zebra also we have so many products on that website, friends. We came out with a body lotion spray, right? Being in Scent Flirt, you got this fragrance, Vanilla Rose, in your box in the month of December. The December box came in with Vanilla Rose body lotion spray. I was like a kid. I was excited. I went to the gym yesterday, okay? And what do you normally do at the gym? Well, at least I do anyways. I sweat. I'm going to tell you, I put that body lotion on in the morning, and I smelled it on my skin at the gym at like 3:30, 4 o'clock. True story, okay? And it was the body lotion spray. So probably, again, because I was sweating, but it was so nice, right? It's a great product. This is, of course, not the Vanilla Rose, but this is Amber Bloom. This is what I'm referencing, okay? All right. Yeah, this is a good blend. So Luxe Comfort and Vanilla Rose, absolutely beautiful. Very, very feminine, very pretty, and all the things. All right, my friends, that was quite a show today. So here's the deal. So tomorrow we're going to talk about the Vault Show and things like jelly beans, because jelly beans is going to be on the Vault Show. So if you gotta come out and watch the Vault Show if you want some jelly beans. I'm just saying. That wasn't intended. I didn't intend on sharing that. I didn't, but I did today. I've got to go. I will see you guys tomorrow at noon. Don't be late. 12 o'clock tomorrow, I will be live at noon, and we'll be talking a little bit more on some vanilla fragrances. Until then, I have got to get blending because y'all have been busy. All right? So I will see you on the flip side. Have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you for being the best part of my day. Bye, friends.